I'm B. Bacon. This is my room. I haven't been here in a while, so it's kind of cool that I am back here because I've been in the basement for a while doing my music reviews and my video game reviews. So now I'm back in the room for a while at least. Until I do another game review, I'll have to go to the basement. But for now, I am in my domain, my room where I sleep and I read and, fool around on my computer and whatnot. So I am back here to review something that, once again, is buried treasure. Things that have been hidden throughout the years and have been not looked at, or things that I think are really cool but not a lot of people know about. That's pretty much my premise in case you are just watching the series and you want to get a refresh on it, or if I not mention that at all in my other videos. So anyway, what's this episode about? Well, let's think about it. It's 2010, and let's see, about 48 years ago, on this historical day of August 15th, there was a comic book released to the American public that would forever change the name of Marvel comic books. What is that, you say? Well, it is Amazing Fantasies number 15. Now, why is this comic historical? People might be asking that. Well, why is it not? It has Spider-Man! The first appearance of Spider-Man ever. If the glare is bad, I apologize. At least that's what I can see through my perspective. But look, it's freaking Spider-Man in the iconic cover. A cover that would be mocked for several generations on several other comic book issues. But anyway, why am I talking about this comic book? Well, kind of like I said, it's historical. It was released 48 years ago to this day. Now, I know what you're thinking. Well, couldn't you wait 2 years to do a 50th anniversary? Well, no, I just wanted to talk about it now because this is one of my favorite comic books. In fact, it was the first comic book I have. And before you say, that's probably not even the real comic book, I'll prove it to you by showing it to you when I get the review going. But for now, let's talk about Amazing Fantasy. Now, before everyone hounds me, it first started off as Amazing Adventures, then changed to Amazing Adult Fantasies, and the tagline was, the magazine that respects your intelligence. Oh yeah, because a man getting bitten by a radioactive spider is so respecting my intelligence. But it was pretty much that dumb pseudo bullcrap science that no one really seems to care about. Like a plane that flies with water. That kind of science that is very unrealistic, but it may have happened. And the concept of a radioactive spider did scare people because it was during the Cold War, Silver Age of comic books. But despite all of that, this is historical because of Spider-Man's first appearance. And because Spider-Man would be considered one of the top 3 and respected superheroes next to Batman and Superman. He is pretty much Marvel's most famous superhero, and this was voted the best Marvel comic ever released, which at the time was called Timely Comics, I believe. If I'm wrong, don't hound me. I'm just saying what I'm going off of. So, this is a buried treasure in a sense. Now, everyone seems to claim that, the number 1 issue of Spider-Man told the origin and blah, 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 but no, it was this one. This is the historical issue. Any comic book fan would know that this is the original origin. So what am I going to do on this episode of Buried Treasure? Well, for the next couple of days, I'm going to talk about each story within the comic book. Kind of like a Link Car review. I'll do something like that. Like, I'll review each story. So, let's get cracking on Amazing Fantasies number 15. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to read every story in this comic book. There's about 4, so I guess since this is the 48th anniversary, I should read the story that started off the whole Marvel trend. Now, before anyone says anything, I know there was tons of Marvel stories before, but this is what got Marvel really popular, was Spider-Man. So, I guess I'll read off like I said, I'll read off the story of good old Spider-Man. Alright, so here we go with the origin story of one of the most successful superheroes ever, Spider-Man! Let's read the introduction. Now, I'm going to try to do this in a Stan Lee type of voice. Like costume heroes? Confidentially, we in the comic mag business refer to them as long underwear characters. And if you know, they're a dime a dozen. But we think you might find our Spider-Man a bit different. And as usual, if I'm going to be a Stan Lee impersonator, I gotta say, Excelsior! Or whatever that fucking word is. Alright, so let's get started with the dialogue in the comic book. First, this word bubble.
Say, gang, we need one more guy for the dance. How about Peter Parker over there? Are you kidding? That bookworm wouldn't know a cha-cha from a waltz. Peter Parker, he's Midtown High's only professional wallflower. And then look at Peter. Bastard. Fuck you guys. As you may have gathered, Peter Parker was far from being the biggest man on campus, but his Uncle Ben thought he was a pretty special lad. You're not fooling me, Petey. I know you're awake. It's time for school. Gosh, Uncle Ben, you're worse than a room full of alarm clocks. And why do you sound like Ronald Reagan? Shut up, I'm trying to create dialogue here. And for Pete's Aunt May, she thought the sun rose and set upon her nephew. I cooked your favorite breakfast, Petey, wheat cakes. Don't fat him up too much, dear. I can hardly out-wrestle him now. The faculty at Midtown High was also found of the clean-cut, hard-working student. Clean-cut honor student. Sorry about that. Keep up the good work. Keep up the good work, Parker, and you're sure to rate a scholarship when you graduate. I'll do my best, sir. Yeah, I hope I don't drop these chemicals or we're up shit creek without a paddle. But alas, other teenagers can sometimes unwittingly be so cruel to the shy young man. Sally, I was wondering if you were busy tonight. Peter, for the umpteenth time, you're just not my type. Not when dreamboats like Flash Thompson are around. Huh, I admire your good taste, Al. Get lost, bookworm. I'm Roger Klotz from Doug. Oh, give me an STD, Flash. I will do. I'd wear a condom. Shut up. Okay, I gotta stop doing this. Look, there's a... Sorry about that. Look, there's a new exhibit at the Science Hall tonight. Would any of you like to go with me? Science Hall? Ha! Yeah. Now stick to your science, son. We'll take the chicks. Yeah, because chicks are gonna want douchebags who drive around in cars instead of work hard in science. Where's science gonna take you? It's not like those computers they're talking about are gonna get advanced. Yes, for some, being a teenager has many heartbreaking moments. See you soon, bookworm. I love this part right here when he says, someday I'll show them. Someday they'll be sorry they ever laughed at me when I dropped those chemicals from that panel on the floor. And a few minutes later, Peter Parker forgets the taunts of his classmates as he is transported to another world, the fascinating world of atomic science. Boom, boom, boom. Wait, that was unnecessary. Sorry about that, people. Oh, for a demonstration of how we can control radioactive rays here in the laboratory. But as the experiment begins, no one notices a tiny spider descending from the ceiling on an almost invisible strained web. Sorry about that, people. It's hard to read through the camera, so please forgive me. Oh, there's that fucking glare right there. A spider whose fate has given a staring and brief role to play in the dream we call life. Bum bum bum. Atomic science, life, atomic science, life. Da, 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 da. Anyway, this picture kind of disturbs me though, because it looks like, you know, balls. Anyway, let's get going. Accidentally absorbing a fantastic amount of radioactivity, the dying insect in sudden shock bites the nearest living thing. As the split second before life ebbs from life, is that ebbs or ebs? I'm sorry, this must be weird 60s dialogue. If it isn't, please tell me, because is that word ebs? I'm serious, I can't fucking tell what that word is. Seriously, ebs? Okay, I'm just gonna go with ebs. From its radioactive body. Ow! Balls! That hurt. Okay. A spider? It bit me? But why is it burning so? Why is it glowing that way? Well, it's gonna hurt if you get bit by a spider, but yeah, I don't know why it's glowing. That would be really weird. And he doesn't tell anyone. He's like, oh, okay. My head, it feels so strange. I need some hair. Looks as though our experiment unnerved young Parker. Too bad he has a weak stomach. Yeah, I'm not nervous when I'm around radioactivity. It's normal. I'm around it every day. I'm a douche. Okay, what's happening to me? I feel different. As my entire body is charged with some sort of fantastic energy. Wrapped in his thoughts, Peter doesn't hear the auto, which hears the auto. The auto? You mean the automobile? What? There's a typo in this comic book. Look, the auto. Isn't it the automobile? He doesn't hear the auto, which narrowly misses him until the last instant, and then, unnoticed by the riders, he unthinkingly leaps to safety. But what a leap it is! That was the egghead who wait, what is this? That was the egghead who won't daydream anymore when he crosses the street. You can say that again. I don't really get that line right there. Why would you have time to say that, like, that was the egghead who won't have daydream anymore? You can say that again. Oh! It's like drive-by arguments in Family Guy, or something like that. But really, if this was written in modern-day context, they would say, "Watch it, buddy! I just got done playing Grand Theft Auto. I don't want to hit you." And we go to the next page. What's come over me? I'm scaling this building like it's easy. I'm scaling this wall just as easily as I can walk. Oh my God, Charlie Molly. Mommy, look at the man walking up the side of the building. That's the last horror movie I will take you to see, young man. Or as Link Carr would say, take you to see, young man. It's incredible. I reached the roof just in a few seconds. What's this? I crushed this steel pipe as though it were paper. God, I better not jack off anymore or my dick might get crushed. It's the spider. It has to be. Somehow, it in some miraculously way, his bite is transforming as sorry, this is just really funny. In some miraculous way, his bite has transformed his own powers to me. Bum bum bum. Oh my God, that's incredible. And look at his fist, it's glowing. I can walk down this cable as effortlessly as a spider itself can glide across its own web, and I'm just screaming exposition all over the place. Exposition all over the place. I've got to have time to think. I've got to plan what I'll do with this unbelievable ability which fate has given me. I like that image right there, like how that spider is in there. See, everyone says, oh, comic books are immature, but that's good symbolism right there. Good job, Steve Ditko. You really created something pretty incredible. Or Steve Ditko, sorry, why did I call him Staccato? I'm an idiot. A few minutes later, this will be a good chance to test my powers again. $100 to the man who could stand 3 minutes in the ring with Crusher Hogan. Filled with excitement, Pete races back home and I'll put on some old clothes and leave my glasses here. But what if I fail? I won't them to laugh. I don't want to be a laughing stock. I'll have to find a disguise as myself. Maybe some red tights will disguise myself. And some pantyhose over my head. A few minutes later, I'll try for that $100 Crusher.
Well, if it ain't a little mask marvel, step up, sucker. Yeah, I got the big muscles. Now just relax, shorty. I'll try to make this as painless as possible.
Boom. Go to panel where I don't have to fucking read and reading. It works. I have the speed, the agility, and the strength of a gigantic spider.
Hey, Lala! Put me down! You win! We can do the chopper! Just put my cookie down!
And then what's this? You're not human. Nobody can do that. Wanna bet? Can a man with fishnet stockings on his head beat you? I bet he can. And greatest act I've ever seen. Sensational. Fantastic. And that mask and that gimmick just gives me... I'm sorry, this is just hilarious. So I'm sorry if I'm laughing doing this, but this dialogue is just fucking hysterical. Sensational. Fantastic. And that mask gimmick gives him just the right tough mystery. He was terrific. And then, that masked character may be just what we're looking for. Listen, friend, I'm a TV producer. With that act of yours, you can make yourself a fortune and keep the mask angle. It's it's great showmanship. Here's my card. Call me. You'd be on the call me. You'd be on the smash. Wait. Is there something? You'd be a smash on the Ed Sullivan Show. Thanks. Yeah, the Ed Sullivan Show. You can do your spider tricks right after the Beatles. All right. Later at home again. Showmanship. He hasn't seen anything. Yeah, he hasn't seen anything yet. Since I have the powers of a spider, I'll design myself a spider costume. And oh, hi Aunt May. Oh, Pete, are you jacking off again? Stop thinking about women, son. Women are for communists. Ugh. Sorry, my glasses are sliding off my face, too. You look a little tired, Petey, so I brought you some crackers and milk, because crackers and milk are a normal combination, not cookies and milk, crackers and milk. Crackers and milk? Ah, bless them. If only they knew. Because I'm not going to tell them that I could have a disease that might kill me, but it's okay, they don't have to know anything. Now, let's see. A spider needs a web. This little device should do the trick. Fishing pole and stuff. Yeah. So for all the people who thought he got the spider webs with his ability, it's wrong. He made the spider webs. It's pretty cool. I'll fashion one to each arm. I'll operate by sliding pressure on any finger, like when I masturbate, cum shoots out of my dick. And I'll need a name. Well, I guess Spider-Man is as good as any. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good if I do say so myself, and I just threw this costume on because I had it laying around the house. So they laughed at me for being a bookworm, eh? Well, only a science major could create a device like this. Yeah, I know, this actually is kind of a breakthrough, because, I mean, no teenager could think of that at the time. I don't even think regular people thought of that invention at the time. That's actually pretty good. He should have sold that and they made a lot of money and then fucked all the hoes he wanted to. He didn't have to get bit by a radioactive bug. God, Peter, you make some dumb decisions in your life. With some strong liquid cement at the end, I can pull myself up anywhere with with my little web. And my costume is thin enough to wear underseen. Sorry, my glasses are sliding off my face. And my costume is thin enough to wear unseen under my street clothes. And I'll hypnotizing glasses like Kent Clark, so no one will be able to recognize me, even though I'm the only person in Metropolis with blue hair. Alan Moore reference. And, okay, world, better hang on to your seat. Here comes the Part 2 of The Amazing Spider-Man! Now, anybody with the intelligence of a 7-year-old knows that if a appeared on TV who seemed to be more spider than human, he would be an overnight sensation, especially when his feats were performed without the help of a trick photographer. Well, you can just imagine how the public reacted to Spider-Man! Boom, boom, boom. Okay, I'm gonna stop doing that. I'm seeing it with my own eyes and I still don't believe it! Oh my god, it's so awesome! Yeah, just wait till a couple years when they get CGI, then you will believe anything you see in front of the screen, including that bullshit Chris Angel musician. Sorry, but he is bullshit. Sure, they look amazed. Incredulous? Is that really a word? I'm sorry, I mean, I'm sure it is, but why do comic book writers either make up or find obscure words that no one else would use? Incredulous? Are you frickin' serious? Please, if I mispronounce that, please tell me, because I do not know if that's a real word. And, awe-stricken, okay. They looked amazed. Incredulous, awe-stricken, wouldn't you? Oh, look at them. Oh my god, he looks like a pony. After all, when was the last time you saw a man with his own fantastic spider webs? Well, nah, that porno doesn't count. Okay, Spider-Man, cut! That's enough. Don't show him too much. Leave him begging for more. Yeah, just like a hooker that you pick up on the side in the corner when you have a huge dick, you fuck her, and then she's like, oh, I want more, I want more. And you're like, okay, I don't know if you get more, so I'm going to pull out. Next comic book panel. As his first TV spectacular ends, Peter Parker Peter Parker breathes the first sweet scent of fame and success. I'm from Life. We'll pay any price for a picture spread. Sign with me. I'll put you in the movies, and I'll put you in Popeye. Wait, we want an interview. See my agent, boys. I'm busy. Yeah, 'cause I'm awesome now. Whew, where are them at last? Hey, what's going on?
Stop! Thief! Stop! If he makes it to the elevator, he'll get away!
Oh my god, really? Oh my god. But if he makes it to the stairs, he's pretty fucked since he's American and no one wants to go down a flight of stairs. Made it. I'm safe now. That cop can never get down to the lobby as fast as I can in that high-speed express elevator. Lucky that goon in the costume didn't stop me. Yeah, oh right, he didn't stop me. Giggity gig.
What's with you, mister? All you had to do was trip him or hold him for a minute.
Sorry, pal. That's your job. I'm through being pushed around by anyone. Oh, by a cop. Oh, yeah, being pushed around by a cop. Oh, yeah. Good analogy, Spider-Man. From now on, I look only for number one. That means me. Our hero, ladies and gentlemen, an arrogant douchebag. Linkar reference. I'm out. I gotta run you in! Save your breath, buddy. I got things to do. Like masturbate. A few hours later, like, Peter, you know that microscope you always wanted? Well, your uncle and I bought one for you this afternoon. That's terrific! You're the greatest family and if any fellow you're the greatest family any fellow ever had. They're the only ones who have ever been kind to me. Sorry, again, my glasses are sliding off my face. I'll see it that they always happy, but the rest of the world can go and hang for all I care. The rest of the world can go and hang for all I care. In the days that follow, the Spider-Man becomes a sensation of the nation. Bum bum. Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na. Sorry, I just wanted to twist it up a bit. And one evening, as Peter returned home from a personal appearance, a police car in front of our house? What could be wrong? Well, I am talking to myself, so maybe they're finally taking me to the madhouse. Bad news, son. Your uncle has been shot. Murdered. Uncle Ben? Dead? No, it can't be! Who is it? Who shot him? It was a burglar. Your uncle surprised him, but don't worry, lad. We've got him trapped. He's in the old Acme warehouse at the Acme warehouse? Are you serious? The Acme warehouse? You gotta be kidding me. What, did these people make the supplies for Looney Tunes? Well, it won't surprise me. I mean, they're all cartoon characters, so I guess that makes sense. We'll get him. Your aunt is next door. The neighbors are looking after her. Wait! I've gotta go. I've gotta get him! I know the old Acme warehouse. It's where Wile E. Coyote gives my lube to masturbate. It's been deserted for years. A killer could hold off an army in a gloomy old place. In that old gloomy place. But he won't hold off Spider-Man. Oh, I get it. Like, a burglar can hold off an... sorry. I know it sounds weird, but a lot of this comic book dialogue is a bit confusing, so whatever. He's saying, like, you know, an old burglar can hold off an army in that gloomy old place, but he won't hold off Spider-Man! The warehouse is at the other side of town. But I'll be here in no time. Meanwhile, he's in there somewhere, but he'll pick us up. Oh, it's the police talking. Damn it, I'm sorry. He's in there somewhere, but we'll pick off his... But he'll... Sorry. He's in there somewhere, but he'll pick us off like flies if we charge him in. All I gotta do is hold him off till the moon goes down. Then I ought to be able to slip away in the dark. You'll never escape. You'll never escape again, murderer! What the? Surprised to see me? Not half as much as I'm... Not as half... not half so surprised as you're going to be. Gotta get away. Must hide. I must be seeing things. There's no place on earth you're gonna hide from me when I cut you up and shove your body parts down the drain. First, my web will receive your gun, as I explain everything I'm about to do you, and then my fist will do the rest. Pow! That face. It's... oh no. It can't be! It's the fugitive who ran past me. The one I didn't stop when I had the chance because I remember something like that. It probably happened a week ago and I really didn't give a shit. I hate to do it, but we'll have to rush him in. Can't take a chance of him slipping by him in the dark because it's just one killer. I mean, it's not like it's a serial killer who just killed one person, but we're gonna go charging him after him. Captain, look! It's him. On a spider's web? How about in a spider's web? God, poor grammar. Making up words and not saying proper thing. It's in a spider's web. If he was on a spider's web, he would be on top of it. But he's clearly wrapped around it, so he's in it. Jeez, you could nitpick this light lean car pretty easily. A short distance away. My fault. All my fault. If only I had... If only I had to stop him when I could. Sorry about that, people. I fucked that up. My fault. All my fault. If only I had stopped him when I could have, but I didn't. And now Uncle Ben... screw it. He's dead. Dum bum bum. I'm gonna cry. And a lean, silent figure slowly fades into the gathering darkness. Aware at last that in this world, with great power, there must also come great responsibility. And so a legend is born. A new name is added to the roster of those who make the world a fantasy, that make the world of fantasy the most exciting realm of all. And there we go, people. There's no place on earth you're gonna hide from me when I cut you up and shove your body parts down the drain. First, my web will receive your gun, as I explain everything I'm about to do you, and then my fist will do the rest. Pow! That face. It's... oh no. It can't be! It's the fugitive who ran past me. The one I didn't stop when I had the chance because I remember something like that. It probably happened a week ago and I really didn't give a shit. I hate to do it, but we'll have to rush him in. Can't take a chance of him slipping by him in the dark because it's just one killer. I mean, it's not like it's a serial killer who just killed one person, but we're gonna go charging him after him. Captain, look! It's him. On a spider's web? How about in a spider's web? God, poor grammar. Making up words and not saying proper thing. It's in a spider's web. If he was on a spider's web, he would be on top of it. But he's clearly wrapped around it, so he's in it. Jeez, you could nitpick this light lean car pretty easily. A short distance away. My fault. All my fault. If only I had... If only I had to stop him when I could. Sorry about that, people. I fucked that up. My fault. All my fault. If only I had stopped him when I could have, but I didn't. And now Uncle Ben... screw it. He's dead. Dum bum bum. I'm gonna cry. And a lean, silent figure slowly fades into the gathering darkness. Aware at last that in this world, with great power, there must also come great responsibility. And so a legend is born. A new name is added to the roster of those who make the world a fantasy, that make the world of fantasy the most exciting realm of all. And there we go, people.
Well, there we have it. The origin story of Spider-Man. It's amazing how those 12 or so little pages made such a huge impact, so much that Marvel actually made an entire monopoly off of Spider-Man. I mean, he pretty much is like the most iconic superhero just off that little story. It's amazing. It's so cool. And there were grammar mistakes, made up words. The artwork was a bit sloppy, but also worked pretty well. I mean, it's probably one of the greatest stories ever told. And especially the ending quote, with great power comes great responsibility. And I apologize if I was screwing up reading it, but again, my glasses are falling off my face, and I'm just trying to... It's sweaty, and I'm just like, oh, god damn it, I can't believe I'm screwing this story up. I apologize for that. So, I guess that's the origin story of Spider-Man in Amazing Fantasies issue 15. But join me next time when I talk about the other 3 exciting stories in Amazing Fantasies number 15 as I conclude this 3-part review. Or I'll make it 2, or I don't know, I'll make it some part, but I won't make it too long. So I guess join me next time as I finish Amazing Fantasies number 15. I'm B-Bake saying I'm back in the room and I'm back doing more reviews.